morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this Tuesday morning, June 28th, 2022. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to help you become financially independent by teaching you how to currency trade with our proprietary trading indicators, which are very, very accurate. And we do that by giving you personalized one-on-one training and doing sessions, live trade sessions like this, where a person like me, who is a pretty good trader, walks you through their analysis. So it becomes a teaching moment, and then we conclude with taking a trade. So with that, let us get going and see what we've got.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about our program is that we do these live trades. When you are a light member or considering the program, you kind of get limited access to the live trades. And we are doing this one this morning at 6:30. There'll be an intro to coaching session a little later today. However, when you become a member, we've got a much wider schedule to accommodate you. Every morning at 10 a.m. we do a trade. It tends to be a 30-minute session. It's a little scalp trade. In the evening at 6 p.m. Eastern, we do another live trade. This tends to be a long-term trade. Then again at 10 p.m. We are trading, it's morning time in Australia, so we are trading Australian pairs. So lots of opportunities to trade, watch skilled traders and improve. And, we are, stand by our tools because we're willing to come online and open live trade while you watch. I work off of a checklist, and that checklist starts with refreshing my green chart every morning, and I've done that before we've come on, and making sure that my MetaTrader 4 is connected and live. Good habit at the end of every day is to review what you've done the previous day, specifically focusing on the trades that didn't go well. Last night we took a 15 pip trade on the USD yen, which closed. Took a couple hours, but it was within that 3-hour window that I was talking about, and we were able to get that 15 pips before it started to go back up. As we are trading based on price action, we want to know what news items that might impact currency, and we figure out what those news items are so that we can trade around them by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow is low impact. No, we don't worry about those. Orange is medium impact, and The red is high impact. So a little later this morning at 10 a.m., U.S. has some information, or is announcing some information on consumer confidence. I'm guessing the information is going to be consumer confidence is low. The question is it lower than what they're expecting it to be, or not as low as they expect it to be? We don't trade on the news. It's too hard to predict. I like to be out of the trade 2 hours beforehand, because sometimes the information leaks out a little bit and you start to see creep in the price of the movement. So unless we have something that I think will close in the next hour, we will avoid the USD. So with that, let's hop onto our charts and see what we've got available this morning. The chart I am going to trade off is something called the Light 6 Major. It's in your standard layouts. Light 6 Major shows us 6 different currency pairs. They're all US pairs. And it's on a 1 hour chart. On a 1 hour chart, we can typically take anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And as we start to trade, we look at the middle of the chart. The middle section is called the majors minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Blue horizontal line is the overbought line. When these lines are up above the overbought line, that is a good time to sell. Likewise, this red horizontal line is the oversold line. When the lines are below the oversold line and pointing up, that is a good time to buy. So right now on the Australian USD, we're in the channel, and its majors are going sideways. Actually, both the majors and minors are going down, but sideways. So we're going to pass. I want to catch them up here, and I want everybody going down. That's the first part of the signal. Euro USD, again, we're kind of in the middle of the channel, more than the halfway mark. Majors are kind of going down, but really more sideways. And the minors have kind of run through the channel and are hitting oversold. So again, we're going to pass. I want to catch it on either end of the overbought or oversold line. Pound USD approaching oversold, not quite all the way through. US Canadian dollar, we are oversold. Everybody's going up, and we have a double cross where the green line is crossed over the red line and the gray line is crossed over the black line. However, what I don't like here is that we have this kink in the line. So we are going from more steep before the kink to less steep after the kink. I want it to go from less steep to more steep. So I don't like this kink in the line. So theoretically, I do have all 3 elements that I need. When I have the 3 elements, I would continue my analysis by going up to the TNTs and counting how many lines support this. The 2 orange lines are going up, which is supporting a buy signal that I'm seeing with the majors. The 2 blue lines are inversely related, which means that when blue is going down, that means buy. The 2 blue lines are going down, so all 4 lines here are telling me buy. I need at least 3 of the 4, so that is good. And when I look to my pressure, we have weak down pressure. What makes it weak down is the slope of the line. So this slope is not as steep as this slope. The steeper the line, the stronger the signal. And I have the green line on top, and it is separating from the red line. Green line on top gives me a point. Either the lines going up give me a point, or having the green line on top gives me a point. So I've got 1 point here, 3 points here, 4 points here. That's 7 points. Or excuse me, 8 points. But my issue is I don't like that kink, and we've got news coming up in 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna write this one down, but I want to see what else we have before I kind of decide if I want to go forward, because I don't like this kink. Dollar, US, Swiss franc, everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. We're oversold, so that's 3 points. This signal is better than this signal because one, the line is we're going from less steep to more steep, which is one of the things I like. And the lines are kind of all clustered. Lines are all clustered. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So I got 3 of the 4 here. But my pressure isn't there yet. My pressure isn't there yet. Down pressure, and the red is on top. The lines are converging. They're getting closer, and at some point, probably the next hour, this may cross. But I don't have the pressure with me here, so we'll pass. Dollar yen overbought, and everybody's going sideways. I want everybody going down. So let's keep going. I've got another group. Basically, I've cloned this chart and called it 6 major 2, and it's just another 6 pairs, but these are non-US pairs. So euro pound overbought, majors still going up. Australian dollar yen overbought, still going up. Been overbought for a while. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. The minors are more steep than the majors. Again, we had this little kink going from more steep to less steep. Actually, we went from less steep to more steep, then more steep to less steep. I don't like the kink in the line. 2 orange lines are going up. Thick blue is going down, so I've got 3 of the 4 here. I have down pressure, weak down pressure, because of the slope isn't that great, but I do have the green line on top, and I've got the green line separating from the red line. So euro Canadian dollar is a buy. Again, this slope bothers me on the majors. I want to see if we can find something better. If not, we'll come back to it. We still have plenty of time here. AUD, NZD overbought going up. Pound yen overbought going up. Euro, Australian dollar in the middle of the channel, kind of going sideways, so nothing there. So let's go to our next grouping. Canadian dollar, yen overbought, going sideways. Euro, New Zealand dollar overbought going up. Pound New Zealand dollar are kind of majors still in the channel. New Zealand dollar, yen overbought sideways. New Zealand dollar, USD oversold going down. And euro, Swiss franc oversold. Everybody's going up. So we've got 3 points here. Oversold, everybody's going up, and I've got the double cross where the green line is crossed over the red and the gray line is crossed over the black. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down. So all 4 are telling me buy. I've got weak down pressure, and the green line is just about to cross over, or is crossing over that red line. It's separated a little bit, so it hasn't quite crossed over. This one is very close. Again, I'm not crazy about the slope. Right now, I think the euro Canadian dollar was better than this one. So I'm not even gonna mark this one down because we don't have the cross yet here. So let's go to the next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, we're in the middle of the channel going sideways. Swiss franc, yen overbought, going up. Euro yen overbought, going up. Pound Australian dollar oversold, going down. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc oversold, going down. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc kind of in the channel going sideways. So let's go back to the Euro Canadian. Let's take a little bit more of a look at that. The next step on my analysis, I still don't like the slope on the majors. Is we kind of have the setup. The next step is to confirm the setup. So let's confirm the setup and see like I don't like it because it's going sideways. But let's just, we've got time, so let's take a look and see. There we go. A little slow. So this is showing me this chart is showing me the Euro Canadian at six different time periods: a 2-minute chart, a 30-minute chart, a 1-hour chart, a 2-hour chart, a 4-hour chart, and a day chart. So this was the signal we were looking at. And now this is really sideways. What I am looking for on the 2-hour chart is I want to see that we're oversold. It doesn't necessarily have to be going up, so it's better that it is. I want to just confirm that we're oversold. So if this weakens like it has, we can take it. It'll just take longer for the trade to go through. And that the 4-hour chart is also oversold. So here we're oversold and the majors aren't going up. Here we're oversold, the majors are kind of going up. So we do have that, but this guy continues to get weaker. I am looking for a trade that I can get in and out of within an hour to 3. And right now we've kind of lost this signal. So I'm going to hold off on this. Will we get it if we wait longer? Yes, probably. We've got the signal. We have the 10-point signal here. Well, I guess the miners aren't technically going up, so we don't have the full signal here. So we don't even have the full signal here because this is really sideways on the miners, and I want agreement on both the majors and miners. Now you can even see it's actually coming down. So we're going to get off of that one. We also had USD Canadian. I'm guessing the same thing is happening with the USD Canadian, but let's take a look. USD Canadian hasn't all right, so this is looking a little bit better. We've got 8 points here. So let's go back and look at the full chart, USD Canadian. So we're going to change this to USD CAD and see what the 2 and the 4 hour chart are showing us. All right, so we're also oversold on the 2 hour, and actually everybody's going up. So, theoretically, we could trade off of the 2 hour chart also. We've got 3 of the 4 here, and we have the pressure in our favor. What I'm doing when I am confirming the 1 hour chart is I am saying, I just want the lines oversold. So if this changes, we will eventually get it on the 2 hour chart or the 4 hour chart. And on the 4 hour chart, we've got everybody going up too. We're oversold and everybody's going up. Doesn't have to be going up, but in this case it is. And so it's better for us when it is. We actually have the pressure green line on top here and here. That gives more support. As I said, basically I'm looking just to see that we're oversold, and we are. So when we're oversold, then the question is, what's the trade worth? And to figure out what the trade is worth, I am going to take a look at where the support and resistance is and what the trend is. So I'm going to open up a clean chart, and let's clean chart. And put in the USD CAD. Now, our only other issue here is we have that news item coming up at 10. So to add support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And what I'm going to do is just drop in lines that tag where those stops are. And I want to try to get as many data points to get the line as good as I can. So right in here, and here it stopped, and here it stopped, and here it stopped, over here it stopped. Because I want to get in and out quickly, I want to know where these stops are. And I will trade to those stops. And on the euro dollar, they tend to be about 30 to 40 pips apart. So it's kind of stopping in here, in here, in here, over here, right in here. So they become the limits of what I'm going to take for my take profit. So right in here, over here, and we'll put one more above just for the heck of it. Right in here, kind of in here. So now I'm going to pull it back out so we can see it a little better. And we'll open it up a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. Let's move it down. So oops, this is a little too big. So I would say in the last 2 weeks, we've been trading in a downtrend. You know, you can look at this as one big downtrend, or we had a downtrend, a little bit of an up, and back to a down. So we are looking at a buy in a downtrend. So taking a buy in a downtrend means I want to take less pips uh, than I might take in a if I was buying into the trend versus buying against the trend. And I want to know how many pips I have available from where we're at to the next resistance line. So this is 20 pips up and 15 pips down. So 20 pips up and 15 pips down. All right, so 20 pips up. Huh. Why doesn't it say that? USD CAD. Let's go back. I'm just thinking about, you know, we're going to go ahead and take a 10 pip trade on the USD CAD. 10 pip buy on the USD CAD. I'm going to open up the chart. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart. If you're on your simulator, you can trade through your simulator. I'm going to find USD CAD, which is in the top Forex group. I am going to make it a 1 hour chart, so I'm looking at the same thing. And then I am going to go to the second row and go to New Order. I'm going to confirm that my symbol is good. This account has $8,100 or $8,000 in it. It's a demo account. So I'm going to adjust my lot size to 0.82. I'm just basically moving this decimal spot over 4 places and rounding up. So 0.815 would be 0.82. And I am going to take a market buy. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss and take profit right now. And then I am going to right click anywhere along the order, go left click on the modify. And now I am going to change this to 10 pips. 10 pips is 100 points. If I click the little blue button here, it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1 here. 300 points, which is 30 pips. Click the red button. It does the math. And we'll add that in. And I like to make sure I can see that my stop loss is there. It is. So we took a buy on the USD CAD, with a take profit of 1.28475, 1.28475. a stop loss of 1.28066. That is a stop loss of 1.28066. And I just go back and take a look. Well, this is spreading further. This line is kind of straightened up a little bit. Still oversold. This is weakened a bit. So we'll get this. It's just a matter of whether we can get it before that 10 o'clock news. Whether we can get it before that 10 o'clock news. So all right, let's see if we have any questions. I don't see any questions. So thank you for joining me this morning. We will see you Thursday morning. If you do have any questions, reach out to whoever's coaching you or schedule an appointment with me, and I'm happy to go talk to you. Oh, wait, let's see what we've got here. All right. Well, thank you. And we will see everybody Thursday. Bye-bye.